Hello, everybody. So, I have a question. And my voice is still really messed up. This is not because I'm butthurt by anything. I'm just so baffled and so confused because people clearly don't know how the algorithm works. Why do people hate on a channel by leaving comments that just show their absolute hatred to you? It's engagement for the channel. Like, don't they realize that? Like me, for example, like I had this one person say like, how can you judge what other can eats when you drink kombucha and don't even know what foods you're able to eat yet? We're all trying to figure it out. But this isn't exactly going to work for someone who already struggled with obesity. Carbs are going to spike the insulin back up. They are. Carbs just don't start making you skinny. And pretty soon, I bet you she's going to start going the Saladino route, eating 250 to 300 grams of carbs, maybe even more. Yes, at most I'll have 2 cups, one of kombucha and one of cocoa, but that's definitely not 70 to, like, that's not 70 grams of carbs. The cocoa, let's see. The cocoa is probably about 15. And then the kombucha, I would say, is probably about another 10, maybe. Because the amount of sugar in a cup versus what's in the entire thing, pretty sure it only amounts to maybe about a teaspoon. Not even that. It's just enough to flavor it. So, yeah. And I know how much a tablespoon of sugar is. I know how much a teaspoon of sugar is. The way the comment was worded, they clearly don't like my content. And I'm like, okay. Why are you even interacting with my channel then? I just don't get these people. And this goes with vegans too. I wouldn't have gotten a copyright strike if she hadn't have been so butthurt and decided to engage with it. It's still a false strike, by the way. So I'm going to take this to Twitter and put @TeamYouTube in there. I still have the URL. I can go to my studio and grab it. That's really cool that YouTube does that. It keeps it in your studio. So I'm going to go and do that. I'm going to report it today. The false strike. So, I mean, this person isn't so much a regular, but they have commented before and judged my carnivore approach and all this stuff. You're a human being. All of you here are human beings. It doesn't matter where you're from, what you believe. It's not about what you believe. It's not about who you even are, ethnicity-wise or whatever. You are a human being. Human beings are facultative carnivores. Yes, we can eat plants, but they're not meant for everyday consumption. They're not meant to be eaten like the most out of every amount of food we have. We are supposed to be eating primarily, if not mostly, meat. We are supposed to be eating meat. And the more meat we eat, the better we are. It doesn't matter. I've even seen that with Asians. So the fact that people say like, oh, well, it depends on where you are in the world. It depends on your genetics and blah, blah, blah. Bull crap. Bull crap. You know how I know that? Because I've seen it. I've seen it. And no, this voice is not from raging for those who know me. It's not from raging. I never got like this before when raging. I don't rage that much. It's from the freaking dust and dirt and allergens everywhere. So, and hopefully this carnivore approach, all I had today was cheese. That's the thing that I had that was mainly carbs, probably. There's a little bit of carbs. I'm finishing it though today. So all I've had was cheese. I'm gonna quit the kombucha for a little while. And yeah. Plus my fasting insulin was high. I didn't know about that until I had the test. So also now that my fasting insulin was high, I'm going to quit the carbs. I bet you Lily Canes is up there too. I do not think eating carbs is the answer to getting skinny. It's not about being skinny either. You want to be fat. I want to be fat, come on. But carbs just aren't doing it. They're just not doing it. I don't know why. But they're making me, like, and I've never said I was completely better either. I've said I was like 99%. I never said that what I was doing was 100% carnivore. I never even claimed that I was 100% carnivore. I claimed that I would be going 100% carnivore. These people, man, you clearly don't watch my channel enough to get the full picture. But then you have the audacity to comment when you clearly don't like my channel anyways. So if you, like I've said before, if you don't like my channel, don't comment. If you don't want the engagement to go up, the algorithm to push my channel, do not comment. Don't like, don't dislike, don't anything. Because my channel will be put out there for the haters and the lovers alike. Okay? That's what will happen. Do you really think that my channel should be promoted if you hate it that much? Do what you want, but just know that when you comment, it's engagement. Doesn't matter. Does not matter. Hate it or love it, it's still engagement. So, I never understood that. I mean, yeah, sometimes I will hate on certain videos, but a lot of the times, I will just back out of them. I'm like, no. Just, I can't even watch that now. I can't even watch that. I just back out. I'm like, nope, I can't even listen to this dude, or nope, I can't even do this, I can't even do that. So I back out. I don't even give them the full view. I'm like, nope. And I'm pretty sure that's what a lot of people do on my channel. Fine, do what you want, like I said. But just know when you dislike and when you comment, it's engagement. That's all I'm saying. So, yeah. It's one thing, I guess, to do anti-vegan content, but they're so soft. And I think that person that commented is very soft too. I mean, come on. They hate on the vegans, yet they hate on carnivores too. Come on. Come on. Carnivore means you're eating meat. Admit it. And you know that carnivore has, like, meat has things that you would not be getting from plants anyways. And meat is the more bioavailable, right? Okay, so wouldn't it make more sense to be carnivore than anything else? And maybe carnivore won't work. Maybe it won't work either. I don't know. But maybe it'll give me the more energy. Maybe it'll give me more this and more that. Even though I don't eat a whole heck of a lot of carbs. On some days I might. I might eat more carbs than I typically would. But I don't go drinking down 2 freaking cups of milk and eating a thing of yogurt and then having fruit. I don't do that. That is insane. 2 cups of milk, not even 2 servings of yogurt, not even cream. No, milk for babies. Like, at least cheese is changed a little bit, and yogurt is kind of more of a thicker, like, fermented dairy product. But no, straight up milk. Insane to me. I will say this though, I'm glad she doesn't tell us that we should do it that way, but still, carbs are what got her to where she was. Like, it wasn't the carbs that made her skinny. When you're not taking in enough, as much fat as you were, you're going to start losing weight. And sometimes it might not even be good weight. But eating carbs again is not the answer to getting skinnier. I don't like this mentality either of getting skinny. I hate being skinny. I hate it. But the carbs aren't doing it. They're not doing it for me. So what's the point? What's the point trying with the carbs? But yeah, back to what I was saying about crazy people engaging with my channel. It just doesn't make any sense. It doesn't. And I hate this religious bullcrap about, but the Bible, Jesus said this, and the Bible says you eat that, and blah, 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 blah. The Bible was written during the times of agriculture. The height of the agricultural era. Like, Egypt was one of the worst for, like, cavities and deformities and holy crap, the skulls. Look, I don't even really promote Weston A. Price. I wanted to try it at one time, but I don't know. I eat fermented things, okay, but that's he promotes a lot of fermented things, like, and bread, and there's some days I can barely handle meat. I eat it, but I just eat it in smaller portions because my bowels are having an off day on that particular day. Well, there you go. That's the proof that we're vegan. Just because of one day. One day that I'm having a little bit of an off day and can't really eat too much on that day. Anyways, I love that Weston A. Price figured out, we eat meat. We have to eat meat. As disappointed as it made him, I'm sure that, what he found was groundbreaking, right? But all of these carbs, it's too much. I think it's too much. Way too much. And it promotes beans and things like that. You know what beans do? They block absorption of iron, but so many carb sources do, especially if they have fiber in them. That's the thing with the kombucha and the cocoa. They promote the carb kind of rush without really giving you fiber. Not really rush, but especially if you're feeling down though and you're just like, I know it's just a moment and I don't go too crazy with it. Okay? I don't go too crazy with the kombucha. I don't drink a full entire bottle like the vegans do. Dude, they drink a full, those pop bottles? They're like the little plastic ones, the ones that, you hold them. You can just easily hold it in your hand, right? It's like probably what? A liter? I don't drink an entire liter in a day. No, I don't. It's insane. I'm not sorry when I say this. Carbs and plant foods are starvation foods. They're not for everyday consumption. And I'm gonna die on this hill. I'm gonna say that till I'm blue in the mother effing face. I dare you to go out in the woods and find yourself edible plants. I dare you. Any of you here that think, carnivore is a waste of time and what's the point of even going carnivore? You don't even know what to do yet. Go in the woods and find yourself anything. I dare you. Pick it, smell it, take a bite of it. Make sure there's a doctor on hand, by the way. Make sure there's a doctor on hand. You're in for a bumpy ride if that's what you do. You really think we're meant to eat plants every day? Surely we didn't eat plants every single day, especially before agriculture. Yeah, but we're different now, especially from 80,000 years ago. We ate a lot more plants and stuff. We were still heavily meat-based. In fact, I'm very sure even 80,000 years ago, 50,000 years ago, we did not eat as many plants as we do now, and especially at the frequencies we did and every day. I don't even think we did that back when we lived in Africa, all of us. Maybe. I mean, maybe. Especially when we were still monkeys or apes or whatever. Other types of apes. But even as we evolved into the human species, we ate predominantly meat. Like, I think even the Africans now eat way too much plants. Way too much. I think we all do. We're all told to. We think like, oh, but if we take out the plants, it's promoting this, it's promoting that, blah, blah, blah. No, because it's how we were meant to eat. If you don't have the genes to convert anything, and no human really does efficiently, if you don't have the proper genes to convert certain things, you have no business eating it. Why promote eating it anyways, despite the fact you don't even have the genetics to convert these things? Why would you still eat them then? What are they giving you if you can't convert anything from them? What are they giving you? Stomach aches? Bowel pain? Bloating? Diarrhea? Or constipation? Reflux? What are they giving you? What do you feel like after you eat them? I dare you to either go find you just something in the woods that you think actually looks good to eat and live on that all year round. I dare you to try. Assuming you know what is safe to eat out there, go pick it. I dare you to try and live on that type of plant food year round. You're not going to be able to because it's not even going to exist after a certain point in the year. You have to wait till the following year. Okay? Your logic is just ridiculously flawed. Ridiculously. If you don't have the genetics to convert any of the components in them, do you eat them for enjoyment? And that's another reason. That's why I don't go crazy with the kombucha, because I know that why I drink it, it's not really. But why do you promote it? I don't promote drinking kombucha. I don't promote drinking cocoa. I don't tell you that's what you have to do. But I also don't think eating 70 grams of carbs is a good idea. More than 20, and you're like, dude, probably at most, I might have, I want to say 50, but that's not even on the regular. It's not even on the regular. I'm still basically ketogenic because I try to eat at least under 50 grams of carbs. Keto was 20 or less. I might be closer to 30 than 20, but I mean, hey, it doesn't even really matter, does it? I don't promote anything over, I don't even promote anything 50 grams of carbs. I wouldn't. Especially not if you gain weight easily and want to stay skinny. I think now she probably eats way more carbs than fat. I don't think she realizes just how little fat she eats, probably. That's probably why she is skinnier, or claims to be skinnier, eating carbs. I don't know, but I definitely don't think eating 70 grams of carbs per day is a good idea. I wouldn't be doing what I was doing if I knew I was eating 70 grams of carbs every single day for like months. She barely eats now, too. So I think that's partially why she's quote unquote skinny. She doesn't even start her day with eggs or anything. Like, this is insane, these people. And they think like, oh, what's your business judging her? I eat the third of the amount of carbs she eats. Pretty dang sure. The kombucha's homemade. I know how much kombucha goes into the batch. So it really doesn't amount to that much once you calculate your serving size. I know what's in it. I know everything that's in it. So, yeah. I don't like how I feel if I eat more than my recommended amount in carbs. And I wasn't saying that the carbs helped or hurt me. I was just simply saying, I mean, I did say, I think in a couple of videos that I didn't really see a problem with it, but maybe I do and I just don't realize the problems. A lot of us are like that, right? You're not gonna realize how bad you feel until you actually go carnivore fully. And then you realize, oh, when I was eating these things and these things, I felt like crap. Now that I'm carnivore, I don't feel like that anymore. So many people say that. And yeah, I know you're probably thinking, well, the vegans do that too. The difference with the vegans, though, is they're malnourishing themselves in the process. Carnivore does not malnourish you. I don't care who says what and what says who. Miss Cesar and Janine took her whole anti-vegan everything, even all her carnivore stuff down. She took her entire channel down. Or at least her friggin' anti-vegan stuff. Took it all down. I don't know what happened throughout the entire anti-vegan community, but pretty soon all of them stopped uploading. All of them stopped creating. I guess the haters got to them too much. Bleh. But I'm not going to change my content just because a stupid person said, oh, you don't even know what you're doing because you don't. So why don't you Lily Kane's diet? Blah, blah. Go eat some eggs, eat some steak, don't have the veggies, don't eat the breads, don't eat any of that. Just eat the bacon, eat the eggs, eat a steak, go carnivore, and you will see. You will definitely see where I'm coming from. You will. Okay? Later, guys.